Today we're going to learn how to edit a recording using Audacity. I have my recording from the last time. I'm recording a podcast segment all about apps for learning, and I noticed that I'm going to need to remove some mistakes perhaps. I know last time I made a mistake on purpose so I could have a place to actually show you that, but sometimes you may even have instances where you say or you have breath. So today we're going to learn how to remove all of that. One of the techniques I recommend is before you ever remove anything, you want to first start to listen, play it back, make sure it's actually a part of the recording that you need to remove. I'm going to use my zoom in technique as well so that I can clearly start to see the parts of my sound waves better. So when I click on the zoom in, I can then identify the parts to remove. I can already tell right here from 0 down to about 2.3. This is not any recording. So I'm going to highlight it, drag across with your mouse. Let's listen to it and check for sure. And I'm correct on that. So I want to remove it. The easy way, one way anyway, is to go to Edit and come down to Delete. And once you click Delete, that part of the track is gone. Notice now I'm at the 0-second mark. I'm going to visually move forward. You see right here at the 6 seconds, this looks like it's going to be possibly a breath. So let's listen, and when we get to 6 seconds, we'll see if that's something I need to remove.
Hi, my name is Ms. Hardison, and I'm here to tell you about some apps you can use in the classroom with students. The first app...
Yes, I was correct. So before I delete, I want to highlight, play it back, and then I can go to Edit and Delete. You can also press Delete or Backspace on your keyboard, and I'll do that technique next time. Okay, and then once I delete, I like to keep my cursor at the 0 seconds mark so I can clearly see where I'm working, okay? All right, let's keep going till about 9.5 because I want to show you that mistake from last time.
The first app I want to mention is called Today in History.
Okay, that's a little lip smack, so I'm going to highlight that. And let's play and delete on the keyboard. Okay, I'm going to move my cursor back to 0, or well, it won't be 0 anymore, I should say, but back to the edge where we had 0 in the beginning so I can clearly see where I'm working. Now, I think that error should be coming up soon. I want to show you how to remove that, but definitely something's going on here at about 12.5. Let's listen.
This is a great app to help teach students.
Yes, notice I stopped. I did not hit, delete on the recording. I just paused and then reread that sentence. So actually all of this down to almost 13.5 I can remove. All right, I want to make sure it's smooth, so I'm going to click just a little bit before that to make sure it's a smooth sentence, and then we'll come back. There's something going on here around 16 seconds. Okay, let's listen.
This is a great app
to
help students learn all about famous births, deaths, and any other important dates.
Okay, and this is something right here. Let's highlight, play. And that was a breath. Okay, I'm going to remove it. Now, if you're in my 6th grade marketing class and you're creating a radio commercial, this technique is useful when you want to make sure your commercial is 30 seconds. So in instances like this even, you would highlight and you would remove additional recordings, the pauses, the space, the dead space, so that you can really tighten up the radio ad and have it at 30 seconds. And that's how, when you listen to those commercials, that's how it sounds, or why I should say, why it sounds choppy, because they are making sure they are having only 30 seconds. So that's a tip for 6th grade. 4th grade podcasters, you don't need to worry about that. Okay, I want to finish editing the rest of this video, so let me do that, and then I'll come back in a minute and show you how we're going to save. Okay, and this is the end where I want to remove the space. So I'm going to play it back. I'm going to press delete, and now you'll see I've actually gotten the podcast down to under a minute. Okay, so now I'm ready to save. So I want to go back up just like we did last time, File, and I want to save over the previous copy, so I'm just going to click Save Project, and that saves it as an Audacity file. Now I need to export it as an audio, and I want to export it as a wave. Once I do so, I'm going to choose desktop for my location, keeping the same file name. Click Save, and I've already saved it, so that's why it asked me that question. So I'm going to click OK here. You don't need to answer these questions for now. Click OK. And then on my desktop, let's go see. There it is. There is my Apps for Learning recording, and notice it said it was a wave. So in the next video, I will show you how you can take all of your exported WAV files and compile them into one Audacity project file as your final podcast with music. So stay tuned.